So this is first gutturals in the Hiphil form. Now you know that any verb that has a weak letter as one of its radicals is going to look, excuse me, a little bit different when it's conjugated than a verb with 3 strong root letters. So in first gutturals, like for example, a first ayin word, like amad, ayin mem dalet, the hay will not have the hirik as the vowel under that hay prefix. So you can still recognize first gutturals in the Hiphil perfect as Hiphil because you have the hay prefix. But that first guttural makes that hirik vowel that you normally see in the strong roots. It makes it shift into a segol. So that's what you're looking at on your screen in this paradigm. So you still see your hay identifier, you just see a segol vowel, and then you still see the hirik yod in the third person forms. So you should still be able to identify this. It shouldn't be a problem, but you just need to know that sometimes that vowel under the Hiphil can be different depending on the first root letter that it precedes. So now I thought we'd just go through a couple examples so we can see how Hiphil gets translated in context. And these examples are in Sale on page 188. So if you've got it on your screen, but if you want to turn there so you can look at how Sale has it, then that might be helpful. So the first example you have on page 188 is Hey Re'ah Oti Elohim Gam et Zarecha. Okay, so let's break this down. For Hey Re'ah, now this is not a first guttural, but we know that Resh functions like a guttural a lot of times. So because this is a first Resh verb, it's from Ra'ah to see, right? So the root is Resh Aleph Hey. So this is a Hiphil form. You have the hay prefix telling you it's a Hiphil form, but you have a segol instead of a hirik as that first vowel because of the resh there, which acts like a guttural. So hey re'ah, if it was just ra'ah, it would be he saw, but since it's in the Hiphil form, Hiphil of ra'ah, it's a causative, so it's he caused to see, or whoever the subject is caused to see. So that's what we know so far. If we keep going, okay, so we have hey re'ah, someone caused to see, and then ot. So we should recognize that as the direct object marker with the first common singular suffix. Right, et is the definite direct object marker, and then that hirik yod is the me suffix. So here'a oti, he caused me to see. Elohim, okay, so now we've got our subject, so it's God caused me to see. And then we can smooth this out a bit and say God showed me, right? So say I'll translate this, God has shown me. Because to cause to see is to show. So you can see how when we put the word to cause to in front of whatever the verb is in the call, that's a really literal rendering, and plenty of times it's going to be better in English to smooth that out into how would we say that. So mot is to die, but the Hiphil form of mot, to cause to die, is to kill. So when you translate, you'll translate he killed, not he caused to die. So God showed or has shown me, and then let's keep going. We have Gam et Zarecha. So Gam also means also. Et, we have the direct object marker again, and then Zarecha, you have the Zayin Resh Ayin, that's from the noun, that's a noun of seed or offspring, which I think you know. And then you have the suffix on the end there, the ka, and so that's your, that's the second masculine singular pronominal suffix. So all together, we would translate something like, God showed me also your seed. Yeah, so that's a good example of the Hiphil of Ra'ah. And then let's see, another Hiphil actually is the same, is also from Ra'ah. So the second example on your screen, and in Sayao, it's the fourth example on page 188. So let me read this. Ka'asher he re'ah oteka bahar. So ka'asher, like when, just as, maybe, just as. He re'ah, so this is the same form that we just saw actually. The he is the prefix, the Hiphil prefix on the verb ra'ah. So it's taking the call ra'ah and putting it in the Hiphil form. You're getting the he prefix with a segol vowel instead of the normal hirik vowel because of the resh acting as a first guttural. Oteka, again, the direct object, ot, is representing the definite direct object, et, and then the ka is the second masculine singular pronominal suffix. So maybe just as he caused to see you, or to smooth out, just as he showed you. And then bahar, that's the bait prefix there. And then har, mountain, and we can see the definite article in there because of the comet's vowel under the ba, under the b, so bahar. So we have in the mountain, and so in this case maybe on the mountain would be a better translation. So just as he showed you in the mountain or on the mountain is how we would translate that. So just know that in first guttural verbs in the Hiphil form, you'll get a segol vowel under the he prefix instead of the normal hirik vowel.